Well, Fishers, as far as fishing reports go, this week's pretty mediocre, I suppose, simply because we've just got crap weather. We had a couple of good days, admittedly, through the week. Talking to the boys down Albury there, and there's still some very, very big trout coming out of the Hume Weir. There is a couple of highlights around, and that's one of them at the moment. Don't expect to go down there and catch big numbers of trout. You might catch a 2 or 3 or 1 for the day if you're lucky. Trolling pink Dazzy Devils seems to be the go at the moment, so we're pretty happy with that. A few reports coming out of Dartmouth. It isn't too bad. All the Victorian streams are still closed, so don't forget that. They don't open until September, the first week in September. And then that's a month earlier than New South Wales, so if you're really hanging to get into the stream fishing, you can get down there a little bit earlier. Mulwalla's still ordinary. We're not getting any decent reports out of there at all. It's dirty. It doesn't even look crash hot. Still getting a few fish down below the weir itself in the river. It isn't too bad. Not as good as it was last week, but they're getting a few yellow belly down there. Bait fishing seems to be the go there without a doubt. Now, Old Man Creek, it's high and dirty. I don't know why it's so dirty at the moment, even though the Murrumbidgee's got a bit of colour in it. Old Man Creek's really dirty, probably because they've let a fair bit of water down that weir and got a bit of mud coming in from the banks. So it's not all that crash hot. But the river itself, the Murrumbidgee, is dirty, but it's still clear enough to spin. We're standing right near it at the moment. Just come down to have a bit of a quick look, and you've got a couple of foot, 2 to 3 feet visibility. So I'd be pretty happy if flicking the spinnerbait around without any trouble at all. Trolling would be okay. Bait fishing should be good, but the lobsters are moving. The Murray Crows are moving reasonably well. Just a matter of moving your pots around till you find a patch of them. You should do okay. A couple of the real highlights at the moment are Blowering Dam. Really happy with it. Quite a few trout still coming out of Blowering, and still the odd big cod. The occasional yellow belly getting caught, and the yellows should start soon too, by the way. They're starting to see them cruise again, and you see the odd cod cruising if you sneak around quiet with electric motor. And if you're standing up in the boat when you're trolling, have a look in towards the bank. You should see some good trout cruising the shallows. So keep in mind, flick a few little hard-bodied lures around. Maybe even a soft plastic might do the job nicely. And the fly fishermen, if they're half smart, they should get a few good fish there. Talbingo, couple of reports on fenders and cowbells and worms, but pretty average there too. The top dams like Eucabine and that, I reckon they're going to fish quite well soon. Haven't got any reports from them this week. Tantangra didn't get a report, but look, it's rising very quickly, and I think it'll fire any day now. It'll be fantastic. It's probably even fishing okay, but don't camp in there overnight. Burrinjuck, no reports that are worth talking about from there. Wyangler, a couple of fish out of there. The Grabine Classics the last weekend of August, and it might be a good one. So as you can see, there's a little bit of activity around, but you've got to work a bit harder this time of year, and that's to be expected. This is the Compleat Angler Fishing Report for this week. Catch you next week.